me a minute. Trying to grab something real quick. Hopefully, okay, it's time to chat off. Not trying to argue with nobody today. I'll chat some of you more. Okay, I have this up here. It says you see a dingy dog on the street, feed him or she, and give him water and don't walk past him. Shows what kind of love you have internally. Now, the reason why I pulled this up, because we have so many people that you won't believe that you will come across in life that's only concerned about themselves and their life and their livelihood. And will use you. And sometimes it won't even be that case. It'll be um, they know you don't have much, but they're still take on that chance to get a jump start to make things correct for their own life and keep pushing. You know, even if there's situations or cases where people are surrounding your relationship to cause problems, um, people won't do anything to make it better. Um, and what I'm saying is don't, just not referring to animals. Let me pause this because I'm watching some of these Kensington videos. Yeah, you got people that they see a pet or something on the street and they'll walk past it and they won't do anything to try to feed it or give it water. That right there it gets me pissed off because you will never know how that pet feel unless you really walk in them shoes and them paws. I say people call animal control on a fucking pet. People won't feed it, and they have house and cars. You know what I'm saying? They got food in their house, refrigerator full of food. Good clothes on their back, everything you name it. High bank account and everything else, but they won't do shit to feed the lowest person or the lowest animal being to nurture it or make it feel better. Know that there's human beings that carry it. But this place is ridiculous, man. For the simple fact that all the money in the world, all the material items and everything, the food in the world, you will really sit there and walk right past that animal and you won't do nothing besides call something on it. It's like an example the other day where I was exercising. I was doing the power walk up Pacific Road, and this is where you gotta watch it for racism. Because I knew it was coming after I walked past this guy. Now the guy was black, right? He was sitting on his front porch part of his house. And, they were separated, separated houses. And he has this little, I think he had a child outside with him. And Bulldog came running. I was a cute little pug type looking thing. And he ran out in the street towards me. He was barking at me, but he was looking at me at the same time, just following me walk. So he's calming the dog, and I said, no, he cool. I said, he don't bite nothing. He's like, no, he such and such. Now, of course, next door to them was some non-brown skinned folks. Literally, I knew it was coming because after I walked past them right that day, the next effing day, I had walked to the store and I'm on my way back. It was afternoon, and when I came back, there was a truck. What do you call it? Animal control truck came, and I said, "Oh, they did that maneuver. They did that type of thing where they seen me walk past them, and they heard the dog come out in the street when he was sitting there on his porch." So I said, "Okay, so 9 out of 10, they didn't like him. When they see me, they use me to make it think that I'm the one that, you know what I'm saying, made that animal control call on him. When come to find out, he already knew it was them because they was giving him grief. And I'm not. I think they lived there before they really. Um, they hardly came outside like that. But I mean, if everyone wants to control somebody or something, even the damn dogs. They won't feed a dog, right? They so, how can I say, hung up on other people's pets when their own is outside 24 hours in the rain and the damn snow getting sick and nobody says nothing. But the moment they see just one little thing happen, a dog run down the street from someone else another ethnicity that owns this dog, you call in animal control. People really losing their mind out here. People out of control, man. You didn't want to come outside and know that animal or those people before you sat there and did that. And they did it on the sneak tip. Straight sneak tip. Crazy, man. They waited for somebody else to come past to call them. It's like another trick that they would do. They would, if they can't stand you and they don't want you living next door, they wait to someone else of either of your own or somebody that's not in that area to place a call on you, false calls. Damn shit. And you got a whole yard full of what did you call it? Invisible fence, I think it was. Yeah. And he has like a damn dog no smaller than a damn kid's book bag, and you sitting there, you hating on him. Tripping. There's too much selfishness. Okay, take this. So when I see, and I'm like this, it's like another example I had years ago where a dog had fell down a cliff. Something was wrong with his leg, and it was a big hill, and the what do you call it? It's kind of big enough for a landslide to have. That's the area that I had walked through that time. So the dog fell down in the steep part of the where the water drains out. I guess from the people that knew it. And he was laying there, and I was like, I came down. I got the mail one time, and he laying there with his leg. He didn't hear nothing, and I'm like, I'm calling, trying to call, and he wouldn't move, and I was like, oh, his leg broke. So the person that I was on in the car with that time was like, no, just go ahead and leave somebody front. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna sit here and leave that dog like that. The dog Yeah, what if that's you? You know what I'm saying? What if that's you sitting there, you lay bro, somebody drive past you. So if you're doing things to the animals like that, imagine what you doing, how you treating people. You watch a lot of these old movies, you see where they say how the criminal starts off by abusing animals, poisoning animals, putting them in shelters and such and such. That's how a criminal starts. They don't want to hear that though. I know what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear some corny ass rapper sitting around arguing all day and night, or bringing up teenage fights they had 30 years ago, talking about how they control this and that. That's what y'all want to hear. You want to hear how much pot you can smoke, or how much pot they can smoke, or who ran what neighborhood. That's what you want to hear, right? I've been pissing people off lately for a reason, because you know what? You can't sit around the rest of your life and not say nothing about the most dumbest thing that people do in the world. Dumbest shit. Feed people you walk past. Don't drive past them. Feed them and give them something to drink. Act like you got some humanity in your damn life. Just treating people and think karma and the universe is going to agree with what you're doing. He or she put himself out in the street. Yeah, right. Keep believing that shit. Never believe that. You ever heard somebody with? I seen somebody with a job. Okay, in North Carolina, working at the damn Amtrak, and then 9 to 10 hours a day, and still was homeless. You know what he did? He stayed overtime. He went right around the corner, and this is in North Carolina. How I know? Because I was there. He went right around the corner after closing up, because they gave him the key to close up, and he slept in the parking lot of another building right across the street from it. So don't give me that shit about you gotta have a job all the time to live. See what's going on out here? That bullshit. So this is my 15 minutes I'm about to do. Close off. Talking BS right now. These people get up here, and you know what? I even stopped doing it. I decided to start taking a lot of videos now for a reason. Because you know what? You can sit here and read scripture day and night. But if you ain't doing nothing to help somebody else in their life, okay, or having compassion of something or someone else's where they're going to sleep or lay their head at, or how they're going to eat, or see if they're okay mentally or spiritually. There's no reason to keep putting up all these videos and people dressing up and they getting ready to make a video to look good, talk about Christ this and Christ that, but they ain't acting Christ like. Just doing videos for attention. They won't admit it. It's like you're supposed to treat these animals and these people out here like you're Christ. Like, don't give me this crap, man. Half you people are living out in big houses and this and that, but you ain't. Come on. Come on, man. There's too many people out here for certain things to be happening. Only selfish people with certain intentions internally don't want to hear the truth. They get offended by it and they back off. They run from you. And you go socialize with the same kind of people that their mindset is already in pact with. Go ahead. Some of you better watch some of those people you hang with. They be the main one of your relationship business. Go around finding out who's who, creating problems, and then go in your face and smile, act like they didn't do nothing. And on the whole time, it was, you ever seen just like who was that singer from Mexico, Selena? Her own hairdresser was supposed to be best friend. Set her up, killed her at that. You better watch who you hang with, especially if you hang with somebody a real long time. It's not good to be around people either you grew up with until you 40, 50, because you won't regret it. Something's going to snap. Happy people that grew up with these people 10 years old on down, y'all still hanging together. Neither one of you in a good relationship, but then you wonder where your problems coming from, because every time you turn around, that person is in your face. Something's wrong. Be careful. Beware. I know I have experience in that one. Found out my own best friend was running his mouth, telling my personal business. Telling personal business, setting up false information, saying things to create problems. And I knew this person since I was young. Imagine what's going to happen to you. You folks out here that's still going in your 40s and 50s, hanging around with these people you grew up with. And they know everything about you. They know how to plan, plot, and go around everything you do. Trust me. Better be careful out there. Peace out.